Hello, welcome to yet another video on AGEJ. Today we're going to be reviewing the amazing indie game Stardew Valley. A game made by Eric concerned a Barone, which released in 2016 and very quickly became the most loved game by myself, my friends, and anyone who has a brain. The game is made out of many very well made things you can do, and I know you never would have guessed it. Farming? Surprising, I know. But the farming in this game is something, well, it's something. Because you have to plant crops, water the crops, keep watering the crops. Don't forget that you have to water the crops. Make sure that you have watered the crops. Now, get a scarecrow so that they don't eat your watered crops. After that, you want to water the crops. And after you've watered the crops, you should water the crops a tiny bit more, and then you can finally harvest the crops. So this game comes with two playable modes, and you might have guessed which they are. And you would be absolutely fucking right. Well, you would be right if what you were thinking was single player and not single player. What's it called again? Multiplayer! Yeah, that's the one. One of these two is genuinely fun, while the other one is somewhat boring. At least that is if you have played multiplayer. Multiplayer allows up to 4 players, unless you know what you're doing and you decided to mod the game and then changed max player count from 4 to whatever you want. In that case, the max players is whatever you've set it to. However, I would like to take this moment to genuinely warn you. If you want to play this game on your own and you've played it with multiplayer, single player has become a whole lot more boring. Because now you're alone. Yes, being alone after you've played Stardew Valley multiplayer can be quite fucking boring. Unless if you're not like me and you enjoy it. That's totally fine. But I highly recommend that you do be careful with this. Maybe play multiplayer after you've done a bit of single player. Another game mechanic that might come to mind when you think about Stardew Valley is catching fish. Yes, you do this by going to any body of water that is bigger than my self-esteem. When you do, you can select your fishing rod, hold the left mouse button, and you've just cast out your fucking fishing rod. Good job! You did well. Now, what you have to do is wait a minute, wait another minute, just a tiny bit more, and you get a notification saying, well, it's just an exclamation mark, I guess. You now smash that left mouse button, and the real gameplay starts here. You have to make sure that the fish does not go out of the green bar, because if you do, you lose the fish. But if you don't, and the bar fills up, you catch the fish. To compare why this is more fun than fishing in some other games, I've decided to grab the fishing from Persona 5 on the left side, and the fishing in Stardew Valley on the right side. And the next mechanic we're going to be talking about is mining. Yes, just like that one game that nobody knows, which is Minecraft. You get to mine in this game, although some could say that mining comes with an extra minigame called combat. Because anytime you are in the mines, you will find enemies. And these enemies you will have to fight. After you've defeated this incredible foe, you will have to continue fighting and mining some more, because what you need is resources. These resources will be needed to build things like farm buildings, which you can use for chickens, cows, goats, fishing, watering. A lot of stuff you can do with these buildings. You can upgrade your house as well. But most of it is going to be used for one thing, and one thing in particular, and that's going to be the community center. The community center can be considered as your early game goal. You are aiming to repair that fucker, because it comes with great buffs, it gives you great stuff, and most importantly, it just looks good. So you are going to try and fix that community center. That's your goal for the first good part of the game. I managed to fix the community center for the first time with some friends the other day, and it was quite fun. The cutscene you get when you fix it is very fun. Just seeing it so lively is just like a little bit of dopamine that I was waiting for. So it's overall just an incredible fun thing. The cutscenes are amazing in this game. Every NPC comes with their own cutscenes, which you can interact with. You have to make decisions, you have to tell them certain things. The best way to get these cutscenes is by googling what everyone likes, get the requirements, give it to them 2 times a week, because you can only give gifts 2 times a week. Get their hearts up, see their events, have some fun. That's basically what I like doing. I do the farming, I do the mining, I do the fishing. Usually I fish or mine. I don't like the farming that much. I think it's a bit boring in my opinion, but it's what it is. But the fishing and the mining I really enjoy. My friends, however, enjoy the farming somewhat more. And that's where personality comes in. Everyone likes something else in this game. You don't necessarily have to only farm, you don't necessarily have to only fish, and you don't necessarily have to only mine. But if you want to fix the community center, you will have to do all 3 of these. You will even have to go around and scavenge for stuff, because you have to do foraging. You have to go through the forest, find whatever you need to find for the community center, grab it, get back. That's why the game is so fun for me and my friends, because one of my friends really loves farming, I really love fishing, and someone else is currently trying out the mining for the first time. So together we have this terrible synergy, no, this great synergy, where my friend goes mining, I go fishing, someone else goes farming, and by the end of the day we make a bunch of money. The NPCs also are incredibly well fleshed out, and I highly recommend getting one mod in particular. Stardew Valley Expanded is an incredible mod that adds extra content, makes extra NPCs appear in the game, replaces some of the positions for stuff, and adds extra events. Overall, Stardew Valley Expanded is my biggest recommendation. It does not only come with Best Girl Sophia, it also comes with great extra new mechanics, so I highly recommend getting the Stardew Valley Expanded mod pack. You can get it now on Mod Drop, that's where we're playing it from. You can also get it from the Nexus page of Stardew Valley. So I highly recommend getting that one. There's another very good mod that I highly recommend, which is the Stardew Valley Diversity mod, which allows everyone to have different outfits, different looks, all of that. It's a really good mod that makes the game just a tiny bit more fun in my opinion. And overall, the events in the game are great. You have a bunch of special day events, like there's a Christmas event, there's an event for the flower dance. All of this I will not fucking tell you about or show you, because I want you to experience it. If you're gonna buy the game, please buy it from Steam, because the developer is an indie developer, and I highly recommend that everyone plays more indie games. Indie developers sometimes make better games than AAA, they definitely don't have some of the AAA bullshit that we have to deal with, so I highly recommend getting indie games. Indie games like Stardew Valley are incredible, and I really wish you would play them. The game alone earns an 8 out of 10 in my book. This is because the NPCs are incredibly fun, the gameplay is quite fun, and it's very relaxing. However, the gameplay with friends, so the multiplayer gameplay, gets a 9 out of 10 in my book, because chilling out and relaxing with friends just earns it an extra point. It's so fun to play the game with friends. You're just chatting about the dumbest shit, and I am gonna show you a clip about it from a live stream we did.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I just joked on like I'm sorry, I joked on like a tiny piece of chip. It's not my fault.
Oh.
Emily's inner desires are showing.
Damn.
See, we had a lot of fun while playing the game, even though we were in the middle of a live stream. We were just chatting. We were just doing our things and not really talking about the game too much. With that being said, I hope you, the viewer, enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. Tell me in the comments what you liked about the video. Tell me in the comments what you want to see improved. And please leave suggestions in the comments as well, because, you know, maybe I'll do one of your suggestions, because I really like making these reviews. They're quite fun. If you have any tips, complaints, or suggestions, leave them in the comments, and I hope to see you in the next video, and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.